Tonight on This Is Awful.
Stabs almost with creative malevolence. Oh no.
Got a hammer line and a Tommy drum. Yeah, I'm gonna go all night. I got a suplex, no I'm doing it. When I came to fight, I got a figure four. Yeah, I'll show you some more. When if you 1, 2, 3, well the camel clutch, I know it must. You'll be getting the mercy of me. Gravity in my business tonight. Well, you know I'm gonna divide. Cause I'm gonna bring you off the top rope tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. From Cyberspace Studios, live here from Missouri and parts unknown in Pennsylvania. The This Is Awful program. I am your co-host, Awful Wrestling. And alongside with me, ACADIS, AEW Disciplinary Committee, the man, my man Dan, and your man Don, here tonight for another rousing episode of This Is Awful. How are you, my good friend?
I'm doing all right. Dis and Don, or Dan and Don. I was thinking about that. Doesn't that sound, if we used our real names, we were Dan and Don, wouldn't that sound like the most corny, like adult contemporary morning show that you could have? Dan and Don.
Morning. Yeah, mornings. Yeah. On the zoo. Z101.
Have your cup of coffee with Dan and Don. And
Pictures of
Trish.
us with our mouth open and our tongues out.
There's always a girl. Her name is always Trish. She just laughs and they act
Trish
like she's
EO.
really, they act like she's really hot. Like they're all like, "Oh, Trish," and the guys call,
Meanwhile, she's a Minnesota 4.
Yeah, and they do a bit where it's like, they do a bit where it's like, what was that one? You call somebody and you go, "Hey, we have a free, you've won a free bouquet of roses that you can send to anybody. Who are you gonna send it to?" And then they say their guma, and then the wife comes on and goes, "I knew you weren't gonna send it to me. I knew you were cheating on me." And then
There you go. It's a whole bit.
It's a whole bit. I've listened to a lot of morning talk shows in my days.
Oh yeah, so have I. What were some of the best ones you've heard?
Oh man, I mean, back in the day, of course, it doesn't get better than like Stern on Sirius right at the beginning. There, that was peak.
And just in the beginning with Artie.
Yeah,
And
right
Jackie. Jackie was great too.
Right up until Artie left. Once Artie left, there was no point to listen anymore.
Yeah.
But like locally, we had War of the Roses. They know in the chat. I'm not crazy.
Nice.
We had Steven DC was the big one in St. Louis. I remember Steven DC, and it was one of them was just a old, a country boy, laid back country boy who loved Alabama football, and he always say "Roll Tide." And then the other one was a Jesus loving. He was a born again Christian, and he'd always go and God bless, and it would always be "Roll Tide" and Jesus saves. That was it. Roll Tide and Jesus saves. And win with the sticker and stick with the winner right here on Q106.5 St. Louis, Missouri, where you put the bumper sticker on, and if you had the bumper sticker, you could win prizes. Yeah. I knew all. I was a
God-fearing morning radio. I love it.
That was the 90s, man. That's what we did. You had you had the edgy one, which St. Louis didn't really have the edgy one. Like we didn't get Howard Stern until like 96 or 97. Right. So before that,
it's Bible Belt, aren't you? I mean, like
St. Louis, not really. I mean, we had what was his name? What was that? Rick and I don't know, like the classic rock version of Howard Stern. We had Man Cow for a little bit. We had how I learned about Bubba the Love Sponge was through MJ. We had MJ in the morning. He came out of California, and he was
okay.
From
NJ.
It was
From
actually
Jersey?
It was MJ and BJ, you see, and then they switched. BJ left. So then it just
Gotcha.
became MJ, and I think I got some guy named Froggy. And then there was
I know in
also
the
go ahead.
No. I know in the Philadelphia area, obviously from behind Stern and Opie and Anthony, we had like all of our chuckles came from the sports talk radio, like Howard Eskin in the morning. Oh, excuse me, Howard Eskin in the morning. Angelo Cataldi in the morning. Now that show, while it just went away not too long ago, it wasn't funny at all. But it was just like it was supposed to be like this morning zoo sports talk radio. They'd have the cowbells and the crickets and all that dumb shit, and just rail on the Eagles whenever they lost. But not too much great morning. Oh, Pierre Robert, I guess in the morning. There was a group called golly, what were they called? Steve and somebody in the chat will correct me if you're from the Philadelphia area. Steve and somebody else, but those are like the local morning zoos, and they kind of sucked. I didn't think they were all that funny.
I still find something charming about about just local radio in general. It makes me, it kind of makes me sad that now, like, I'll drive, like we went on that drive from here all the way up to Maryland a couple months ago, and it's just depressing to get like to these small towns, and you're just hearing people out of LA. It's all LA, it's just all people out of LA running the same story. You'll hear them do like local commercials for one town, and then you get a town over and they're doing local commercials for the next town. And they're just sitting in a booth churning these out, over and over again. And it just takes the heart out of it. I like, it used to be fun going on a road trip, and like every morning you wake up and you hear a different morning show from a different local area and something like that.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's
I mean, it's all terrible, but it was
show.
It's such a 90s thing. The whole seeing the radio station van outside of a fireworks stand or something, you had to pull over so you could
12 people there.
Right. Yeah. And the guy behind they have the intern there, but he's the coolest guy, man. And he's going to give you a shirt, and he's going to give you a bumper sticker, and you're going to wear that shirt to school the next day.
Get to see the soundboard in person.
Yep. Oh.
Chris, can I tell you what? When I get my hands on you, I'm going to eat your ass like a pot of collard greens.
Etona Sharp super chatted $5. I had a genuine surprise this week. I liked the MJF Bandido match. Have I gone slightly mad?
Wow. No. You know what? You like what you want, I mean, I have found entertainment in places. I've found entertainment in places that most people would not. So if you enjoyed, I think MJF's a good wrestler. I think Bandito's a good wrestler. I think they just are.
See, here's the thing. Like, you can put two nobodies in the ring, and by the end of the match, if constructed well, if there's a story behind it, it doesn't have to be some sort of deep philosophical meaning behind the match. It just has to be a simple storyline. Oh, this guy's quick. This guy's slow. This guy's tall. He's short. Who's going to overcome?
And they both of them have the ability to put on entertaining matches. The main problem with MJF and Bandito is always going to be...
You saw the match?
I saw bits of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
Okay.
But I mean, I know MJF and Bandito. Bandito's a fantastic wrestler. The problem is always going to be with both of them is everything leading up to the match and everything that happens after the match. It's usually not going to be what happens from bell to bell. MJF is a solid wrestler, especially for his age. He's always going to go out there and put up. And Bandito, I like his. I mean, I don't know. I understand lucha libre wrestling is not American wrestling, and he does not do American wrestling, but he's a fun lucha libre wrestler. He has the gimmick, he has the bandit mask, and he does the the duel and everything. I don't know, it's fun, but it's when you're put on a show where everything else doesn't make sense, or I'm just I don't know.
I'm just interested in finding out what she found amusing or entertaining about the match. That'd be kind of cool. But again, I didn't see Dynamite. Our boy Alt Jake went there.
Yeah.
He actually, and he got noticed
from Toonie Talk, Talk Wrestling. Okay. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this BS. Okay, so we've been doing this show for 2.5 years. We've been doing this show for 2.5 years. I went to TNA shows with signs. I went to WWE shows. We've been all over the place. Jake does
worldwide.
Jake does one episode. Dude gets noticed out in public. They're like, hey, I know you from Tony Talk Wrestling.
Yeah.
One.
And now he's known.
Episode. That's our boy. And that's you guys. That's our army, I guess.
Everybody else on the Toonie Talk side, we cover our faces in shame in public.
Well, you know what? I felt so
we wear hats and sunglasses.
So I didn't want to like, I was embarrassed by this, especially because of like when like Kev's on, you know, you get like big Kev. Like Kev, it's funny. There's sometimes when Kev's on and Kev's like, "Oh, you iron deficient," blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "I'm iron deficient," you know.
He makes you feel 2 inches tall.
Because I'm anemic, but like,
this is like I drink soy.
It's not my fault. My blood comes out of my ears. What am I supposed to do? But yeah, when I went to the TNA show, I had to mask up, right? Like that's kind of a thing. Like I get sick anytime I'm in big areas, so I have to mask up. So like it came time to like I can get a picture, you know, show me, and I'm like, do I want to show myself wearing a medical mask while I'm there? You know? Like, do I want to look like that? Luckily, I put it in the thing, and Marv never used it, so it's still, you know, it's still back there.
We'll try to mine that up for next week's show, folks.
You need to tell me in front of the WWE universe that you respect me.
Ed Ewan ** super chatted $4.99. So what did you think of TNA?
I got thoughts. Awful didn't watch.
But I do have thoughts based on the clips that I did see.
So,
yeah,
you
let's
want me to
get
start,
into
or
it
you
a
want to
little
start?
bit. Sure, you can start. Fire me up.
It was a TNA show, man. Like that's the thing. Okay, here's my thing about it. It was not the best TNA Impact I've seen recently. I think that you could tell it was rushed. You can tell there were problems. You could tell that they got 5 people stolen off their roster that week. You could tell that they had visa issues and they had to kind of rewrite everything. But I will say that it was indicative of a lesser end Impact, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like if I was rating it as an Impact, what to expect from an Impact to be like a 5. You know what I mean? Like just kind of right down the middle, nothing special. You could tell there were issues, but it was indicative of what Impact is. And when you have a lot of people on the internet who apparently wanted TNA to be something completely different than what it is, it's like AMC bought that product, right? AMC wants that product. AMC didn't get AEW. AMC didn't buy WWE. AMC didn't give AAA a TV deal. They gave TNA Impact a TV deal. They want TNA Impact. So why would you go out there and load it up with WWE stars and produce a show that isn't representative of the show that you make, that they bought? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you want to build on that. You want to build on that. I'll tell you what. I saw a grand total of 5 clips, and they were not just from any randos. This was from the TNA wrestling Twitter itself, and they showed 5 particular clips. And while I do claim ignorance, I did not see the show live. From what I saw, it looked like a production fucking hell. It looked like it looked like everything that you just mentioned. They rushed through production.
Yeah.
They didn't have it all together. I expected a larger crowd. I expected a more. Go ahead.
I don't know know why you'd expect a larger crowd. They had, I mean, for TNA, that was a good crowd. It was kind of what they do. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I'm saying, like, yeah, I don't admit to somebody who like has never seen TNA before, who expects WWE quality or AEW quality. I get where you can look at that. Actually, I think that was pretty on par with a lot of AEW crowds that you see now. But when you know, if you're going into that with your only expectation being WWE and you watch it, I can see where you think it looked low red. But if you go into that looking at like, oh, wait.
You need to tell me in front of the WWE universe that you respect me.
This is the only one we got?
No, there's
$10.
40 in there.
Honestly, while it wasn't a debut show, it was a TNA show. Start as you intend to continue. If you have explosions and fireworks at the start, we'll expect it every show. Grim.
Yeah. That's my point. Yeah, thank you very much, Regina Sharp, for the $10. And that's my point.
Very much. And also thank you for the enlightened comment, because it kind of changed my view.
Yeah.
You're looking for the 4th of July every weekend. It's not going to happen. But I will say, for a debut, based on consensus and based on cage match, did you see that cage match rating?
The cage. I mean, you can't. Okay, we'll get into that too. We're going to get into that too, because you cannot take the consensus out there seriously right now. It is
sure.
Such.
It's quite the war zone. It's quite the battlefield right now. But other than that, my personal opinion is this is why I never really got into TNA, because it never seemed to get itself out of the same perimeter that it was always in. Like, this looks like the TNA that I saw 15 years ago, just based on clips. Now, I guarantee you, I will watch this show and I'll give you probably a better assessment possibly by Tuesday. But as it stands now, it's just like, okay, so they got AJ Styles on there. Okay, there's Dolph Ziggler there. All right. And I noticed they also brought in Cora Jade and Sonya Deville under different names, which is kind of wacky.
They're the names they used in TNA. They're the names they used to use in TNA.
Okay. Then I tap on that. But other than that, it doesn't look like a show that I'd be very much interested in.
And that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of the thing I love about TNA. They have, if you're not if you're not in the TNA group, this is not an insult to you, but the TNA fans are the chillest, like, most cool, like the nicest people you will ever meet in the world.
You're one of them,
are TNA fans. I don't consider myself a TNA fan anymore. I wish I did, but I can't. There's so much wrestling, I can't really make sure I watch it every week like I'd like to. But like, go engage with some of them on X. It's a total different vibe than you get from the AEW fans. And when we're talking about the discourse, the AEW fans it's so sad watching them. Like, they've been playing victim for so long, acting like the bullied, group that they're the
injured innocents.
Yeah. They are the oppressed minorities of professional wrestling.
Right.
But the second they smell blood in the water, the second they can go after someone weaker, they all gang up and go. It's like the analogy I used on Twitter was, it's like if the drama kids decided to put on leather jackets and pick on the poor kids at school one day. It's so performative and just embarrassing. And I mean, I'm fascinated by what AEW does to kind of move the troops at this point, because it's not their wrestlers doing it, it's their fans doing it. But they're being instructed to, or because they're all saying the exact same talking points, right?
AEW fans, you mean?
Yeah, AEW fans, yeah. The big talking point about this one was like, TNA can't keep their talent under contract, which, whatever, say what you will about that. I don't know. I don't think TNA really cares all that much. Like,
right.
I think TNA was focused more on getting the deal than worried about the Rascals and Jake something, personally. And then the other one was that, like, WWE stole Leon Slater to wrestle in England, which has now come out today to be Leon Slater had visa issues, and that's why he wasn't there, and that WWE used him on SmackDown because it was like okay, he can't make the debut. We'll put him on SmackDown, give you guys a little, we'll at least get your name out, out there, so that when he comes in next week, he'll be a little bit bigger star type thing. Because he was definitely supposed to be there, but he had visa issues, and there's nothing you can do about
What's his visa issue? What's going on with that?
It's the beginning of the year. They have to reapply and do all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
so we got a couple.
Good Lord.
Coming in.
Well,
Sorry. Give it a second.
Sure.
Maybe. Man, YouTube is slow tonight, man.
Yeah, man.
I've noticed, because usually I see the super chats pop up and they go in immediately, but right now it's taking a little bit. So we'll keep talking until they hit. Yeah, it wasn't so much a. Okay, so you want to talk Perez Hilton?
I missed that segment. I put it up on the goddamn logo, but I missed the segment. Tell me about. First off, I know who Perez Hilton is. I know a lot of people in the chat know who Perez Hilton is. When the hell did he become relevant again? Talk to me.
Perez Hilton, he has a deal with AMC. He's like what's that guy's name on Bravo? Andy, or no, on A&E, who does like the
Andy Cohen.
Yeah. He's that for AMC.
Andy Cohen, sorry.
Andy Cohen. He's that for AMC. So he has to do, or they have to give him that stuff. You know what I mean? It's part of the deal is like, hey, you got to use our guy. I mean, that's just wrestling now, right?
Okay.
Like AEW has to have matches with Meatwad and all the Adult Swim guys, and WWE has to have Stranger Things night, and TNA has to bring in Perez Hilton. Like, that's just what it is, man. Sorry.
They really think that's like a real successful mechanism of professional wrestling. And it's a double-edged sword. It can be bringing in celebrities, but now we're talking about what kind of celebrity. What the fuck is Perez Hilton doing on my screen? And what's the importance to the overall product? I mean, like, I don't know. Throwing people out there just because.
Well, we will. Okay, let me catch up on some of these super chats because they're not hitting for some reason. So we will go back. We do have one from you and from before the show. So let me hit that one real quick.
Please.
Hopefully there it is.
At UN asterisk super chatted $4.99. What surprises do you predict for the Rumpke? I say Jedcho will asterisk himself.
Thank you, Ewan. Surprises for the Rumble. I don't think we're gonna get a lot. I mean, they got to fly him out to Saudi if they're gonna be a surprise, right? So
yeah. So Jericho's not on that list.
I think Jericho might be the only one.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, I mean, I always don't think about women when I think about this stuff for some reason. Like Trish Stratus will probably be in the Rumble, I imagine. But yeah, I don't know, man. Who
Bianca Belair.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there you go. That's probably you're probably right. It's probably gonna be more about returns than it is about like old timers, you know?
Right. Maybe. See. I sound like an idiot out here, but I don't care. We're talking about professional wrestling.
We're good.
I predict either Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis or both will be at the Royal Rumble. Will be in the Royal Rumble. That'd be kind of cool.
Pierce
Maybe
is
because they're
wrestle
short
soon.
On somebody.
Pierce is going to wrestle
looks like
soon.
Yeah, I would say
he has to. That Hurricane clip went viral from the Rumble a few years ago. I could see him popping in there. I think that's
not to a big pop. That's for damn sure.
I don't know, man. In Saudi,
in Saudi Arabia,
yeah, in Saudi Arabia, he might because he's an attitude guy or like ruthless aggression.
You know who would get a bigger pop than Hurricane? Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yep.
You know what, Brock?
In Saudi, absolutely.
Brock.
Yep.
Brock and Roman
in there.
Yeah. And really, when you get Brock and Roman, do you need anybody else?
Right.
I mean, for real. Pat McAfee, maybe he'll get in there. But
Yeah, probably Pat McAfee.
Stuff like that. So, all right,
That'd be
let's go
kinda cool.
to our next one here from. I'll let her say it.
He succeeded. He was successful in just using his mouth to get the man off.
At George Captour super chatted $5. You only have one time to make a first impression. This didn't work for me, and that ring looked tiny.
That's the ring they've always used. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Oh, it's your first impression, so.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I've never really thought about their ring being small. I thought.
Shout out George Captor. You know.
Yeah, thank you, George.
A man of similar mind. I thought the same thing, my friend. I wanted to put up a tweet like 16 by 16. How about that?
16 by well, but I don't mind a 16 by 16 ring if you always use a 16 by 16 ring. It's when you use an 18 by 18 ring or a 20 by 20.
20 by 20.
And then you go to Australia and you use a 16 by 16 and you try to gaslight us into saying you're not using a 16 by 16.
That's true. But George, you're so right, man. When you only have one time to make a first impression, and I know he's on the same kind of like wavelength I'm on. I think this episode of TNA did not beat out AEW's Dynamite rating.
Oh, no.
Whenever we do get that rating.
Yeah, no. But I think it could be Collision. I said last week it may be Collision. I never thought it'd be Dynamite.
It's going to be Collision easily. Anything beats Collision. You know?
But hey, you know what? Here's the thing. AMC apparently is happy. And
which is cool.
When it comes down to
for now.
That's all that matters. NXT didn't hit immediately when it came on. I mean, these things take time to grow, and TNA, if it's
hold stop right there. NXT on CW hit immediately.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when it started on
with a whole bunch.
I mean, I consider this to be the move of NXT from the internet to cable because no one had access. Like TNA's been in the ether for a decade now almost. No one could watch that show.
Right.
So when you're this is basically its re-debut on real television. And
do you think they made a bigger impact last night than they did on I believe it was like in January of like their first show on Spike Television, I believe. Do you think they made it more of an impact in their latest re-debut or
no? TNA was just a better product back then. I mean,
they did have bigger stars, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was the number 2 wrestling company, and no one would deny that at that time. And if you're talking about the Hogan debut, I think it was a better show than the Hogan debut. The Hogan debut was a disaster. Like this last night was a mediocre Impact, despite what 2 nights ago, despite what the internet wants to tell you, it was a mediocre Impact. The one when Hogan and Bischoff came in was one of the worst Impacts of all time. Okay, I mean, you had Val Venus show up out of nowhere and beat Chris Daniels. You had Homicide not being able to get out of the cage because the cage was built terribly. You had Scott Hall show up in no condition to work. I mean, it was one of the worst wrestling shows of all time. So it's definitely a step up from that. But it just depends on here. But we actually got another.
Sure, keep them rolling in. Thank you guys for your super chats. Thank you guys for your support. You can be anywhere on it.
At Last Call Podcast, DCC super chatted $10. TNA on AMC was fine. It wasn't great, but not bad. It was a show that is on a budget. Problem is everyone wants something special, and there are no big free agents, and the AEW media mafia is anti-TNA.
I mean, that's true.
Thank you, Chris Connor.
There aren't
$10.
Yes, thank you. There aren't free agents in it right now. I mean, who's out there? Who does TNA get to make a big splash?
Yeah.
Andrew Baydala got laughed off the internet for saying Chris Jericho. So I don't know who you get at this point to make because what do? I guess that's my thing. Do you load up with WWE guys? Do you go, hey, anyone you guys aren't taking to Europe, give to us. We'll put them on the show. And then you have a first episode on a new network where you're loaded up with talent from another show that you can't guarantee are going to be there every week. And it's like, what? And by the way, you just lost one of your biggest factions. You just lost Jake something. You have Steve Macklin staying at home, by the way, because he's negotiating with Tony Khan, and probably a few others who are just like, hey, we're negotiating. We're not, so you got all this stuff going on. And by the way, come on, people. Are you really going to pretend that Tony Khan isn't trying to R-word a TNA right now? Are we really going to, is that he's not
trying to reap them?
Yeah, sure. Good save there. Awful. But like, I had people being like, oh, come, he's just taking talent that's available. He's just signing them. Because you're telling me that Tony Khan was that interested in Jake something, that Jake something was on the top of his list of people he needs to bring in. You're telling me that the 4 other times the Rascals were available, that AEW was desperate to get them, but just couldn't pull the trigger until now? No, they think they want a win. They think this is their way to get a win.
I kind of want to push back on this, my friend.
Okay, go for it.
I believe that when you're going on a new network and you're debuting, or what a lot of these smart marks are believing as a re-debut, this show should be built for my cousins who don't watch wrestling, my relatives who don't watch wrestlings, the gas station attendant who doesn't watch wrestling, the guy down the street who doesn't watch it. That's who you should be marketing for on your debut. So I don't know how the show was put together, but if there wasn't like a gigantic introductory package of like who everybody is, everybody who's going to be on that program is going to get at least 30 seconds of some sort of like, here's who I am, here's what I'm about. UFC's been in a company for 20 years. They still do this process of production and introducing guys into the UFC world. You're not just going to jump into it because, people should know who Cora Jade is, or people should know that. No, I'm not saying that you should.
Oh, okay. You said you were going to push back on me. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm only as far as like, this re-debut and this idea of like people have been poached, people have been taken away. Okay, Sally Soccer Mom and Joe Sixpack don't know that. Build around that. Come up with some new Go ahead.
I'm just talking about the time. I'm at like,
Sure.
It's very hard. It's not very easy to put together a show. Especially the Rascals, I guarantee, were meant to be showcased on the first show, and they found out they went to AEW 24 hours before the show. Okay. So, definitely some rewrites had to be done very quickly, So, and you know what? And I'm going to say something that's kind of, I don't know, maybe out of character or whatever. Good on the Rascals and Jake something. Good on them. You know why? Okay. Because WWE has been working with TNA for a year now. And if they were going to care about the Rascals or Jake something, they probably would have already. The Rascals are going to get way more money going to AEW than they could in TNA, and WWE is not interested in them. Jake something is going to get way more money from AEW than he is from TNA, and WWE is clearly not interested in Jake something. So if you can get that money and that these guys aren't interested in you, go for it. I have no problem with
one's going to. Yeah, but remember what I say. Like, if you go to a new company and you have this cachet and they really wanted you, then speak out against the terrible booking that's in at least your sphere of influence. You may not be able to change the main event on Dynamite, but God damn it, don't have him go out there or have you go out there and lay on your back after 5 minutes of just jankiness. Like, don't lose your first match. Get some wins under your belt.
Yeah.
Make this man believe that you guys are draws.
We got a couple more super
Don't
chats.
put it all
here.
in his hands. Yeah, no
got a couple more
problem.
super chats. So let me get through these. I'm
Thank you
sorry
for
these
the
aren't
super
playing
chat,
automatically, guys. There's
Yeah, I
something
know
going on
that
with YouTube
sucks.
because YouTube's not even sending them to my little ground control thing. So there's something through YouTube here, but I'll get this here.
You need to tell me in front of the WWE universe that you respect me.
No, that's the Regina special, apparently.
AMC
Yeah.
said, there shall be synergy, and Perez Hilton appeared, and he looked stupid. And it was
Yes.
bad.
And lo, it was bad.
Give her one more.
Atomic Shark super chatted $5. Guys, size doesn't matter. 8p.
Thank you, Regina Sharp. Thank you, Regina Sharp.
Thank you, Regina. So much appreciated.
To my point, though, do you think that there's a chance that Tony Khan signed these people for any other reason than the fact that TNA was debuting on AMC on Thursday?
Yeah, it's a move. I mean, it's a move that we've heard about since, we've heard all throughout history how these guys poach each other's territories and all sorts of things like that. So it's not surprising. And this might be a rare example where Tony Khan actually hurt TNA because TNA, bottom line, did not look better than AEW from week to week, even in their debut. Like, it's
I'd say Impact was a better. Okay, I did not watch all of Dynamite, but from what I saw of Dynamite, I would say that Impact was at least a better quality show, in my opinion, than Dynamite. It may not have been a better performing show, and you know what I mean. But in terms of, I just Dynamite is just so low on my list lately. I can't. What do you get excited about on that car? You know what I mean? Like I
don't get any. I get no excitement from Dynamite. Here's what I also didn't get any excitement from. I saw a spot between and I did this all on mute. Saw it all on mute. I saw the Jeff Hardy get wrapped with, excuse me, he was ear cuffed to the ring. Somebody had put a padlock around his earlobe, and they accosted, I don't know, two guys in white.
The Righteous. The Righteous are awesome. The Righteous are awesome.
All right. I'll tell you what, on mute, they suck. The whole thing looked janky. And I was just like, what in the AEW was going on here? Unnecessary spots, unnecessary gratuitous violence.
Punk do that exact spot, though, in WWE?
And it probably sucked then. I do remember that spot. But how about this, folks? Just simple handcuffs. Just use goddamn handcuffs. We don't need the shock value of you giving this guy a padlock through his earlobe.
You know what? I disagree.
So that, okay, all right, go ahead. I love it when you do.
Let me explain. I think that it's stupid to have that kind of stuff in wrestling.
What a dumb spot.
And I think it's stupid. You know what's dumb? Having a big loop through your ear when you're a professional wrestler.
Come on now.
No.
Come on now.
Dumb.
Now you're being a communist.
No, I'm not. Socialist.
Lefty pig.
No. It's dumb to have that when you're wrestling. So for someone to take advantage of that, I don't know that I hate it. To me, that's just common sense. If you have a loop in your ear, somebody should be ripping out the loop in your ear.
Okay, ripping out the loop. If that's the case, then why didn't Jeff Hardy, with his regenerative ear, just rip it off the padlock? But he can't do that with handcuffs. What's more effective, doing that dumb spot or handcuffs? Answer me now.
Doing that. What's more effective?
What's more effective?
Handcuffs.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And see, that's a binary choice.
Yeah.
So TNA, being smart, just like you're smart, should have known to listen. Does he really have to have the padlock? And first off, the setup took forever, by the way, because the earlobe
that was the
bad
part, in my opinion.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. It's on par with the jankiness that AEW would do. It wasn't better. That's just one. That was just one. But go on. Let's do these super chats, my man. Sorry.
No, we did.
Unless you want to argue some more.
No, we
can do
did the
that.
super chats. We're
Okay.
we're through them now. We're through the super chats.
Awesome.
So no. I just
who
I
do
always
we think we are? WDW Pro pouring in.
I always enjoy a good spot making fun of giant loops in communist ears. I always so anytime someone did it to wait okay, I was wrong.
Shout out to my homeboy.
Oh, I came through this time. I didn't do it.
Keep up the good work, baby.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. Old school wrestlers used to intend to rip him out just because back in the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Regina.
Mm-hmm.
She sticking up for my honor.
Right. But they would never think to use it as like some sort of leash.
Now see, you're selling me on it,
wrestler.
awful. You're making it better to me right now.
No.
I would much rather see the righteous put a leash on it and then just guide him around the ring because he doesn't want to get his ear ripped. I would watch that. That's something.
Handcuffs are effective. See, I wish people did quarterly hours now. I don't know where that went, came and went. But I would have loved to have seen the quarterly hour for that particular segment.
Oh no, but it's the Hardys. It would have gone up. The Hardys
probably would have, yeah.
Yeah, the Hardys
probably would have dropped like a rocket right after.
Hardys are a bigger draw. I'll say it right now. The Hardys as a team, tag teaming together, are a bigger draw than anyone in AEW. Top to bottom, anyone.
Okay. I couldn't name you one tag team.
I don't mean tag team. I mean singles wrestlers, tag teams, everybody.
Okay.
There's nobody in AEW who can draw like the Hardy Boys, including Edge and Christian. Well, because you can't call them Edge and Christian, or you don't call them Edge and Christian.
True.
With the Hardys, you call them the Hardys. They're the Hardys. They're
the Hardys are better businessmen.
Yeah. Well, no, it's stupid. Edge, Adam Copeland bought the rights to Edge. He can be Edge. He just chooses not to.
Oh, he doesn't want to sully the name in AEW. Is that what I'm hearing?
What about Ed? You know what? That's
first thing that came to my mind.
Kind of leads us into some other news if you want to talk about Edge retiring this year.
For realsies?
Yep. Edge apparently is retiring in Toronto. Wrestle Dream is the rumor, but yeah, apparently Edge has given his notice. He is going to retire, quote unquote. Again.
All right.
For the second time?
He sees what's going on in WWE and likes the smell of it.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm out
of here, folks.
Well, first off, real quick. 68 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you like what we're doing, please give us a like. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want to be a part of the show, hit those super chats. Anything $4.99 and up will trigger. So you will interrupt us. And if you don't, I will make sure you interrupt us. And just thank you for hanging out with us tonight. So that was going to be my question about that. Do you think Edge, do you think he's going to quote unquote retire in AEW and then go back and retire in WWE?
Yeah, I think he sees that after Cena's retirement, no matter how many people believe that it was bungled or not, he sees like there's still a few of us out here. I'm one of them, and I'd like to get a proper send off. At least fill in the blanks for the next few Hall of Fame inductions. Guys like Edge and Chris Jericho and Christian. Who else would be on that?
Edge, Jericho, Hardys. I mean the Hardys.
The Hardys, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like their first bully, the Dudley Boys. But yeah, it goes on and on. And when you're a wrestler, you're a smart wrestler, you're a veteran wrestler, you see that light at the end of the tunnel, and it's definitely not coming through AEW side. So you saw, what did he sign? 3 year deal? 4-year deal, maybe.
His deal was supposed to be up in 26. So,
well, here we are.
and yes,
You
Edge
know.
already is in the Hall of Fame, but the big talk was always that
Oh.
him and Christian weren't in the Hall of Fame together. The Dudley Boys
God.
are also in there, but I'm saying that I think like there's ways they can do it around that. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so they always have. It was like, Ray's going to be inducted again after he retires somehow. I guarantee it. So they'll figure it out. They're going to, at some point with the Hall of Fame, they have to start like putting in feuds and storylines and matches, right? Like you kind of got to, don't you?
Yeah.
So, they'll be there. It'll be.
Damn,
fun.
Neckbeards is kicking our ass. He says the Dudley Boys are already in there too.
Yeah. Dudley Boys are, and also I didn't correct you, but Devon is already retired. So,
Oh, dude.
But yeah,
This is it. I got like a wave of depression. Like, this is it. Who's in the next Hall of Fame? Like, it's gonna have to be Roman Reigns.
Well, you got Batista. Okay. Oh, so now you just want to know who can be in the next. Okay,
Batista's in the Hall of Fame
No, he's not.
already.
No, he's not.
All right.
Batista's
I'm
not
willing to
Hall of
bet
Fame.
$1 Canadian
Okay.
that
I'll bet
that
Batista's not
is in the
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Demolition isn't in the Hall of Fame, as George Captor said, but that's their choice. They want to get. Like Demolition Axe?
heard-
Like you have to give me $100,000 to be in the Hall of Fame. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. So, but I mean, you're starting to get to what the 2010s guys. So you're going to get like Dolph Ziggler in the Hall of Fame. You're going to get Alberto
This is
Del
gonna be
Rio
hilarious.
in the Hall of Fame. You're going to get who else? I don't know, dude.
Dolph
That's it.
Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
We're in for it, folks. This is it.
Yeah. By
This
the
is
way,
it.
the chat on the YouTube studio isn't updating anymore, so it's definitely a YouTube thing.
Wow, that is ridiculous.
Luckily,
YouTube.
the chat on the screen is still updating. I don't know how it's actually going in YouTube, so on the screen it is still updating. Oh, no,
I
there.
think we're being messed with.
No, I think it's just YouTube breaks sometimes. It's as I say all the time, we live in an imperfect world. Things happen. We can't.
That sounds like a guy that doesn't want to get into any sort of conspiracy. Some deep rabbit hole. This guy could be. This could be the key to unraveling all this, but he wants to just throw it all away and just
say, I took the blue pill. Actually,
yeah.
I went to Mole earlier in the week and I was like, so who in AEW has connections with Homeland Security and blocked those visas?
Yeah, really.
And he goes, I don't think we did that. I don't think that was us. So
can we talk about him getting suspended?
Yeah, speaking of Mole, I was going to get into it. Mole suspended because WWE fanboy with an I decided to mass report him, and he has been suspended. I don't. Did he give you a safe word?
He did. What?
Okay. We're not going to say the safe words,
No,
but yeah.
No.
He gave us all safe words.
Ridiculous. Now, when do I use this safe word anyway?
What?
When do I use it?
No. It's him. So the idea is that if he contacts you from another account because he got banned completely, you'll know it's him because you have the safe word now. So it's somebody can't come to you. This is basically in case he just. So for people who don't know, we've talked about this on the show before. At some point, Mole might join the podcast.
There is no way that's happening without some sort of voice distortion.
No. This would be after. This would be. He said that if he gets caught and he can't get a job anymore,
right?
He's gonna come join our podcast.
Okay. Be graphic designer.
When he gets blackballed from the industry, he's gonna come and be on Sony Talk Wrestling, and this is awful with us.
Gonna write 4 jokes a week for the show.
We're gonna make
moderate the chat.
He's gonna do headline.
Yeah. All right, Big Show. Here's what we're gonna do.
Stick your hand up Tony Khan's ass just to make him.
Marv will mail you the puppet sock.
Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh man, we're gonna
Hilarious.
The chat saying Big Show is joining. Yeah, Big Show. We're just gonna keep saying Big Show. I don't want to. Oh man. Okay. Well, you know what? We've had some laughs. Let's get serious. If we can. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you enjoy what we do, if you send us a super chat, it will interrupt the show, or we will interrupt the show to do it, and you'll get a little soundbite with it. Also, make sure you are liking and subscribing. But we're going to flip over to this format here because I got something. Maybe. Yep.
Maybe.
Look at that guy. Look at
Oh, sugar ducky.
He put out another video.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I put it on 1.25. I have not watched this. So if it gets to the point, awful, anytime you're ready to tap out, just tap and I will turn this thing off. But it is at
no, we're gonna go. We're gonna endure. We've got great conditioning out.
Is at 1.25. So here we go. Let's enjoy him talk about Collision tonight.
Hey, it's great to see you.
Hey!
I'm so excited it's Saturday night.
gosh.
That means AEW Collision.
Wait.
And it's a huge
Wait,
AEW Collision tonight.
It didn't change. It actually changed his pitch. Do I want to? Should I put it back down to 100%?
No.
You want to keep the pitch?
Right? Of course.
Okay.
Because if everyone in the chat just closes their eyes, think of a sock.
It's just
with
Toonie. It's just Toonie.
It's
oh my
Toonie.
gosh. Okay, we're going back. This is how we watch these from now on. We're going back. Here we go, guys.
Hey, it's great to see you. I'm so excited it's Saturday night, and that means AEW Collision, and it's a huge AEW Collision tonight. It's Maximum Carnage, and I just want to...
Hey.
Oh my gosh. It's
Marvis
Maximum
Kreskin.
Carnage.
Yeah, he nailed it. I wonder if that was his secret sauce. I wonder if Marv one day changed the pitch on Tony Khan's voice and was just like, there it is. I got it.
No, guys, you realize what this means. Now we know how to do Tony Khan. Because the big deal was always like, oh, we can never do Tony. I can do Tony. All I have to do is do regular Tony Khan and then speed it up 1.25.
There you have it. 1.7, I think, would be the perfect pitch.
I can make it higher. You want to find out?
Yeah, just for a second. Yeah.
Let's pop it up here. I'm gonna move it up to 150 and see how that sounds. Okay, we're at 150. Let's see here.
Let's see.
Hey, it's great to see you. I'm so excited it's Saturday night, and that means
Hey.
Collision.
Hey.
Okay. So we're keeping it at 1.
Modify that equation. Yeah, it's at 1.5.
1.5.
We'll keep it at 1.2.
You want to keep it at 1.5? Or you want
Let's
to
keep it at 1.5.
Okay, here we go.
We'll keep it at 1.5.
And it's a huge AEW Collision tonight. It's Maximum Carnage. And I just wanted to come on, remind you, it's a big Saturday fight night, and this is a stacked show. It's going to be a really great 2-hour wrestling show. I really always appreciate all you great fans. I thought we had a great Maximum Carnage.
Oh, it sounds so much worse when it's sped up. Like, let's go. Wait.
Dynamite this week. It was a fantastic 2 hours, I thought, with huge matches and so many exciting things happening in 2026 in AEW. And I'm excited for a huge show tonight. There's big matches on Collision tonight starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, which is just minutes from right now. We're minutes away from Collision. This is.
You know what's weird?
His head moves like a puppet, too. How about that?
I was actually going to say
so crazy
that his mouth movements and his mannerisms are actually more normal when sped up.
Yeah.
You know,
I would say
like he actually looks like kind of a normal human. Like, take away the voice, make his voice regular pitch, and just you know,
it's gonna be a fantastic show tonight. Maximum Carnage is always a great time, and we got a big lineup tonight.
No, I would think somebody was talking too fast. I would think somebody was on speed if somebody was talking to me like that.
Okay,
no matter what it might have been.
I think it's just because that is how I talk. So you know,
right.
A huge World Trios Championship match with the Ops taking on Hangman and Jet Speed. That's gonna.
Okay, so the Ops. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, they seems to have lost one, and boy, do I look like an asshole.
They lost the titles. Do you think did WWE make a mistake though? Should they have flown Hobbs to Europe to be on SmackDown before this aired?
Did they do that?
They didn't. I'm asking if they should have.
No, because again, you know what? It would have just riled up the online community, the online wrestling community, and not much more. And how much space do they take up in the industry? 4% maybe?
Yeah.
No, you want to just hold that kind of dumb shit off. You know, WWE is above that type of shit. That type of shit.
Now, I would have done it, but I'm a petty bitch. So,
yeah, of course you are.
That's just me. I would have done it. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Be a fantastic match and a great main event. The show is packed. We got trios, tags, singles, women and men, great wrestling matches up and down the card.
Yeah, women and men, cat, whatever. I don't know. Fuck. All kinds
Goats, dogs,
dogs and cats living together. Yeah. Mass hysteria.
Them.
It's going to be a really exciting show. I'm excited to have Andrade El Idolo returning to action in AEW tonight. His first match back, taking on a fantastic practitioner of Lucha Libre and an AEW original, Angelico, tonight.
Angelico! You remember Angelico, right? Remember him?
Of course.
They brought him in to lose to Andrade.
Jesus.
Of all people, Angelico. I get it. How long has it been since Angelico has been featured on AEW?
On Maximum Carnage. Great to see Andrade El Idolo back in the ring tonight. And also can't wait for this grudge match. I think it's going to be a fantastic tag team match tonight when the Grizzled Young Veterans, who have really rubbed Eddie.
Hey, Grizzled Young Veterans. We were just talking about them last week. You must have watched the show when we mentioned where they've been. And now
he mentioned them last week as well.
No, I did. Because he called Top Flight Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh.
And I was like,
I do remember.
You actually have a tag team called Grizzled Young Veterans. Why are you calling them Grizzled Young? That's why.
He looked in Cater and was just like, hey, listen, I was listening to This Is Awful show. And this mentioned your name. Listen, you guys, put that taco down. Come on out. We'll mention you on next week's show.
You'll get a spot right after Angelico. You're going to be on.
Take on Eddie Kingston. And speaking of great returns from AEW stars, I'm excited to see Ortiz return to the ring in AEW tonight.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder why Ortiz came back tonight. Any ideas, Awful, why Ortiz showed up?
I would call it reactionary booking.
You think?
Defensive booking.
Out of nowhere, we're going to bring Ortiz in.
On a side note, do you think he recorded this whole thing before or after the Jaguars' destructive end to their playoff run?
Well, he did it today. It was right. I mean, it was live. It wasn't recorded, so he did it right before Collision.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's cope. Yeah, maybe that's why he's a little foggy-eyed. Maybe why his glasses are a little. Yeah.
He's right outside of his barbershop.
Oh, look at that face! Look at that face!
Oh, Jesus! Quit looking at me.
Somebody capture that.
That's away.
Somebody capture that. That's a good thumbnail. That's thumbnail fodder right there.
Up with Eddie Kingston against the Grizzled Young Veterans. I think that's going to be outstanding, and it should be a great match on a great show. We have so much to look forward to tonight. We've got Marina Shafir taking on Zeta Steele, which I think will be a great one-on-one match. Zeta stood up to Marina last week before being interrupted by Megan Bayne. And Megan Bayne is in the house tonight, too. And speaking of returns, Penelope Ford is returning to the ring tonight. Another AEW original back in the ring tonight after a layoff due to injury. Penelope Ford was not able to participate.
Just as boring. No matter what speed or pitch, it's just as...
At least last time he brought wrestlers out there and they look terrible. Now we just got to look at this guy. Look at that nose.
Tony Khan scares me. He makes me believe like he's got no other interests in life than professional wrestling. He's doing a great job of convincing me.
What do you think it would be, man? Like, you know, he does because he doesn't look like he'd be into like nerdy stuff. Like he doesn't look like a chess guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't look like a book reader either.
No, not at all. No. Game of Thrones.
Anything athletic?
No.
Nothing. Tennis?
No.
Doesn't look like a tennis player.
Pickleball, maybe like that kind of like. He might be that guy, the guy who just gets into any kind of like whatever. Cool. Let's play cornhole, or something like that.
Yeah. Think he's good at cards. Like any kind of poker.
You know what?
You know.
Yeah.
Blackjack.
I bet he is. No, I don't think he's probably not good at poker, but blackjack. He's probably good at blackjack. He looks like that kind of guy. Video games. It's probably just video games. It's probably a lot of video games, I imagine.
Some of the biggest matches in 2025 due to her injuries, and I'm excited. She's returning tonight on Maximum Carnage also. There's so much to look forward to. The national champion Ricochet is in the house, and he will be watching closely as Anthony Bowens, who stood up to the demand last week, and Jungle Jack Perry, who's been a big rival of Ricochet recently as well, and is very upset after Luchasaurus got taken out by Ricochet. I think Jungle Jack Perry versus Anthony Bowens should be a great wrestling match, and they both really want a shot at Ricochet. So
this is so dumb.
Yeah, in your next speech, in your next line of speeches, Tony Khan, get rid of I think and I feel. You're trying to promote a goddamn wrestling company. You're not trying to promote yourself. Get rid of that vocabulary from your lexicon immediately.
Yeah, you need to learn, and he needs to learn more words than fantastic and great. That's all he says anymore. For the people in the chat, they're asking if I see Tony as a D&D player. Tony's not creative enough to be a D&D player. You have to actually be able to, think on your toes
what if
a
he's
little
a
bit.
Fucking master at it, and this is just
nah. I mean, he might. Okay,
wrong, he might be an absolute. He might
love it.
Yeah,
but I'm saying that he wouldn't be good at it. It's because D&D is so much like improv on your toes. Got to be there. There's no way Tony Khan is good at thinking on his feet. I did see someone say Magic the Gathering. That would be more, I think, around his style.
And that's when you create the world around you, correct?
Yeah. Well, Magic the Gathering is cards. You build a deck. You know what to play. It's just about reacting. So yeah, I think you can do that. I think
it'd be excellent. So much.
Yeah, I've ignored enough geeks to know very little about it.
Magic the Gathering is basically grown up Pokemon. When you think about it like that, it's just
gotcha.
Same, and not in terms of story, but in terms of gameplay. Yeah.
And speaking of some big returns and big matches, Kyle Fletcher back in the ring for the first time tonight since World's End. The former TNT champion. This year, he of course participated in the Continental Classic for the second year in a row. He won his league and went to the semifinals. He was in one of the best matches of the year against Jon Moxley at World's End. I thought Jon Moxley, of course, who is now the Continental champion, is in the house tonight. He'll be doing commentary for Zeta Steel versus Marina Shafir, and also
Tony Khan
did Moxley win the tournament?
Yeah, the Continental Classic.
He won it. It's over. I didn't know that.
Oh my God! Oh yeah.
I knew he won his last match. I didn't realize that. Anyway, we actually have we have to do this here because it didn't go through this time again.
Oh, sorry.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. Tony would be a munchkin who still died all the time.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what he. Thank you, Regina, for your $5. That was very important. We got a minute 33.
Like taking on the Don Callis family with Scorpio Sky and Top Flight taking on Kyle Fletcher, El Clone, who's undefeated so far in AEW, and Josh Alexander, who's on a great run and will be taking on the incredible Kenny Omega this Wednesday night.
Yes. What if he was on the floor? I'm just thinking stupid shit. I'm like, where is he? He does this shit in broom closets.
You know where he is right now? I'll tell you where he is. Because remember, Collision was taped on Thursday. This is a tape show. It was all in the bag already. Tony was in some holding cell within around his dad while his dad was flipping out about the Jaguars losing. Right? His dad's just throwing stuff in the other room, and Tony ducks into a closet to make his Collision video.
Hey, everybody, only got a few minutes here.
Sorry if you hear banging in the background. On Wednesday Night Dynamite. Very excited about that trio of Kyle Fletcher and the Clone. El Clone teaming up with Josh Alexander. That should be great. And Skyflight has had Don Callis' family's number before. And it should be a great match. A couple big matches for Skyflight tonight.
Get out of there! Get out of there! What are you doing in there?
Heavy ass banging.
Get out of there! This is like when you were 14 years old, you would never come out of your room.
Right.
Leave me alone. I'm talking to my friends.
You're not wearing that jacket, are you? Unbelievable.
I can see what you're looking at on your phone, Tony.
We've got Starlink.
And a lot to look forward to up and down the show tonight. I think it's going to be just absolutely a fantastic night of wrestling, and I'm excited about all of you joining us for
Okay.
Pause this. Listen.
Okay.
I'm looking at this video, and I'm like, there's absolutely... His videos are like the show Dynamite itself. Boring, nothing to look at. I got a question for you. Where could this guy be filming where you would be mildly interested in what he's saying? Like, shouldn't he be like in the middle of a road, dodging traffic? Something that you can see.
No, you know what? Yeah.
Like, there needs to be some sort of action.
Out in the office where his dad's throwing chairs across the room because the Jaguars lost, and Tony's just dunking them and being like, hey, you need to watch Al Clone tonight.
Maybe walking through the locker room like a selfie walk through the locker room where we see the dejected Jaguar
hanging
players.
All over the place.
Yeah. Something more interesting than the back wall of the Marriott.
We need to. This would be a good green screen, though. If anybody wants to put something interesting behind it.
Yeah, really.
There's
a bullfight.
A perfect. One time I put the bombs going off behind him when he was on the boat. That was fun.
Tonight, I think it's going to be a great Maximum Carnage, and I think we're going to have a great 2026. And since we're just minutes away and it's a very special Saturday fight night, I just wanted to come on and remind everybody it's a big sports weekend. So we've got Collision coming up on TNT just minutes from now. And I really appreciate you all watching, either on TNT or HBO Max. Thanks for all of you who watched Maximum Carnage Dynamite on Wednesday. We had a great audience. I know the network was very happy with it, and I was very excited about it too, to get a great audience on TV and live for Maximum Carnage. And it's a great Phoenix crowd tonight for Maximum Carnage.
Why is
Collision.
it still going?
AEW.
It's actually gone off of the scroll bar. We are at negative 20 seconds at the end of this video.
Wow.
This video's been over for 20 seconds. I wonder if it's because we sped it
Tony
up.
bought
He's going to have
time.
a great 2026. I'm very, very excited about the things we're doing. We're making forward-looking moves, and I have plans to grow the business in a major way, domestically and internationally. And I'm really very excited.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Domestically and internationally.
What is he even talking about? Who are you talking to? What is this about domestically and internationally?
There's nobody here.
You think there's some I'm just picturing like a room full of Japanese businessmen eating sushi off of women and being like, oh, Tony Khan said he's going to be very big internationally this year.
Did you see Tony Khan's latest ex? He says
it was filmed from the
he will grow
room closet.
domestically and internationally.
Who? Shad son. Oh, okay.
Yes. The kid.
We had a great 2025. We won a lot of the top awards in wrestling. A lot of
We're so canceled.
those people will be included on the show tonight, including the winners of the Tag Team of the Year award in both Sports Illustrated and in ESPN. Unanimous Tag Team of the Year, the World Tag Team Champions, FTR. We'll hear.
Oh, shut up.
Tony Khan say. Best rating around.
He's doing Becky Lynch's...
I'm a 26,000.
He's doing Becky Lynch's bit, but he's doing it for real.
Yeah.
From them on Collision as well. Of course, the breakout star of the year, Kyle Fletcher, also as voted by Sports Illustrated and ESPN journalists. He will be, of course, back in action tonight, too. So many great awards. AEW won for 2025, and I don't think we're done yet. I think there's more awards to come. Looking back on a great 2025 and looking ahead.
What awards? Wrestling awards, really? Well, okay.
Tony Khan say number one. Illustrated.
We need to give out awards. Yeah, we should get. I wonder if we can get Tony to mention us if we give him an award. You want to try?
Yeah.
We'll call it the Dia. It'll be a big deal, guys, and we're gonna give it to Tony Khan. He's gonna be bestest boy, and win the bestest boy in wrestling award. And we'll see if we get mentioned on the next
the
one.
Diagrammy. That is so silly. That was just completely wine inspired.
So happy about these awards.
And to what I think is going to be a really exciting 2026. And we've got Maximum Carnage just coming up minutes from now on Collision. Check it out. Again, it's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. That's minutes from right now. Saturday Night Collision, Maximum Carnage. Thank you all watching tonight, and hopefully see you very soon on TNT or on HBO Max for tonight's show. Thank you very much.
He should put in a laugh track or some sort of applause track at the end of that.
Never change.
Like, thank you very much. Yeah.
Never change. All right. So we've gone over an hour. Awful has a little thing planned here for a few minutes, but I got you a little something for the intermission. It's not commercials this week, guys. Not commercials. I will definitely have to edit this out, so this will be something that we'll save for content later. But this has been actually something that's been requested for a long time for us to watch.
Oh, okay.
Long time. So I'll just let you enjoy it.
Can I tell you something as a friend? No, can I tell you something as a friend? Yeah. Come on in if you would, please. You're the shits. You really are. Worst I heard. Don Ho is not going to be out of business. Meeting Nikolai Volkov, the Russian. Come on. I beg your pardon.
Listen, Jim.
Yes, Iron Sheik, the great 1984 Turkey tournament. You're going to be part of it.
You know, I really don't care about that stupid idiot Turkey tournament. He reminds me look like Hulk Hogan. Look at his hand, look at him. Now that redneck stayed down. Tough. I'm not interested that idiot Turkey tournament. Potato the turkey.
Everyone, Howard Cosell, speaking of sports. Tonight, Greg Valentine, our premier athlete. Premiering an hour. All right, what we have here is wraparound cut number 1, featuring the...
This is going to be for Birmingham, Alabama. And we've got 3 cuts here.
You don't get a voice like Gene Okerlund's not smoking. Those are Marlboro Hards right there. Not Marlboro Reds, Marlboro Hards. For that silky smooth announcement voice, Marlboro Hards.
Next Thursday, have a happy Thanksgiving. Birmingham, Jefferson, Wednesday night, November the 28th, World Wrestling Federation.
For velveteen vocals, try Camel Wides.
For my guest at this time, Greg the Hammer Valentine, the challenger will be Tito Santana.
Seemed like every great announcer smoked.
Tito Santana. Greg, come back here. Come back here. Greg, you may laugh about Tito Santana, but Greg, come back here. Come back here. You may, this man.
Always on, Gene Okerlund.
Greg, you come in here, you shout, you rave, you just go on and on and on. Julie, please, if you'd come on in here. I want to know, if you sit across from each other at the dinner table, does this guy sit and yell? Does he pass the fucking potatoes? Does he? That's what I thought.
You'll notice that the only person not laughing was Greg Valentine's wife.
Fellow Texan, going to be going against the likes of strongman Ken Patera. Captain Lou Albano, if I could prevail upon you.
Gene Okerlund hit it right on the head. Harder than Greg Valentine does his wife. Oh.
Dallas, Fort Worth are ready for the likes of Captain Lou Albano. Apparently not Bobby Heenan. Where the devil is the man? I can't figure it out.
Well, knowing Lou Albano, he's on the phone. He's doing some big business. You know, he manages Ken Patera. Ken Patera is a very, very powerful man. In the Olympics, in the Pan American Games, he won 5.
Disappeared just out of thin air.
Bobby Heenan smoke?
Well, maybe he called somebody to bail Patera out of jail. Maybe he's in another scrap again. Who knows who he worked over this time? You know, that guy's
Probably
got a
not.
short fuse. His mind's half gone. He's the most wanted wrestler in the world. He's wanted in 9 states. You know, the guy.
Wait a minute. Well, here's an update. It's 11 states now.
11 states, yeah. And only 12 cases of rape. That ain't bad for the weekend.
No. Yeah. And you should have seen what he did this past Thursday on Thanksgiving.
What'd he do, Gene?
He nailed a turkey. Man, stay tuned. We're going to do this one over again.
The one with the big dick.
Yeah, the one with the big, the pinky with the pecker on it.
Gene Okerlund. Always on.
Better not be throwing those up while I'm here.
Oh boy.
Here and put down Thanksgiving or America, and especially you're not going to come out here and spit on the country where
The soil.
the thousands of military people that lay in them in the soil. Not only military, but my own mother lays in the soil of America, and you're spitting on her grave when you do that. So you remember this, Iron Sheik. When that match starts, all the people are going to hear the national anthem. And they're going to be standing loud. And they're going to be standing proud and tall. And they're going to hear.
This is where you go to the one shot, but
what it's like to be an American. And they're going to know, Iron Sheik, that I'm coming for business.
Vince was like,
And they're going to hear the Marine hymn.
2 shots only.
See me, and that's when you're going to see me, Iron Sheik. I'm going to come after you.
To cover the logo.
Before. And then, when it's all over, after they play the national anthem, after they play the Marine hymn, then we're going to play your song, Iron Sheik, on your way out. Fresno's Convention Center. And you know that song? It's called Taps. Taps. We're gonna play your song, Iron Sheik. Taps. As you were. Straighten up your act, boy. You're gonna
These are so much fun.
you hear me?
I thank you very much. Sergeant Slaughter. Tomorrow night.
He turned his back to the camera, knowing he was busting out laughing.
Get him to put this. I know. That means I missed interviews in St. Louis. Friday, that he missed interviews in St. Louis. When he should have been there, it was on the booking sheet. He missed interviews.
You ever seen this before?
Oh, I've seen it.
I watched this like once every
Awesome
couple
piece of
months.
film.
Speak of the language. Kamala, what's this shit about you missing interviews in St. Louis? I want an honest answer here. I'm going to confront you. I'm just like, what's his name? Walter Cronkite.
I don't speak English and I can't read English, so I missed the interview.
Yeah, well, I thought we had it, though. It was
In perfect English.
Swahili by James Barnett. I thought you would have got the goddamn message. When you're supposed to be in St. Louis for interviews, what the hell are you doing sitting on your ass in some goddamn hotel over in Ipswich, Illinois?
I do a little fucky.
Oh, okay. That's so good.
Time to pop Gene.
Good, yes. We're going to be right back after this. Thank you, Kamala. And Good Friday.
Oh, Lord.
Dog, you said that your mother raised you to go to the big house and you can do this and you can do that, but you ain't done nothing until you meet the Ugandan giant. Because I don't speak English, but I tell you one thing, I got a great amateur background.
I speak Dorchester, South Carolina. Ridiculous.
And so, yeah, big, I don't know if I'd buy a lot of those. They may not be selling. You got any tips for me here? Any special stock I should be looking at?
I got a story this made me think of, but I'll wait until the end here so that we can get it on the actual show.
I'll tell you what, this Kamala is just a bundle of laughs. By God, he's done it all.
خسرو وزیری و ویکتور ونتر و همه دنیا آلدروشا من شما را میشناسم.
Who's that?
بله بیا آیت الله جین اوکلند و همه
It's like Wendy Richter, doesn't it?
Is it?
مردم ایران همه شما را میشناسم.
Maybe Rockin' Robin? I'm not sure.
ان اشمیار جمک شارپ و همه دنیا پر آیت الله والی کاربو ورنگاریا
Look at all these PDF files. Urgh.
Oh, God.
و مردم ایران کمالا
Mike Sharp is like, don't block my gimmick, brother. Moolah looks like she's dressed for church.
All the while, she's the worst of all.
Cruise ship. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
That was fun. That was fun, guys. Yeah, we did watch that for the 1 year anniversary of Tootie Talk, but I think we only watched the 5-minute version, if I remember. So I got the longer one.
What we got, the 504-minute version?
That was like the 8-minute. I get sent that, like a variation of that clip probably every 2 or 3 months, because I'm always asking if you guys have clips, if you have anything you want to send me for the show, send it to me. And I keep LK send me that. I know a couple other people, so I thought we'd throw it back on the intermission because it never made. Actually, it might still be up on the Tootie Talk one. I don't know if Marv was editing at that point, but either way, it's good. Did I ever tell you though about he mentioned St. Louis and it made me think of it. Did I ever tell you? So you know the story that Bruce Pritchard tells about Ric Flair in St. Louis in the hotel at Starrcade, like 1990, somewhere around there, where he has a story where it's about Ric Flair and he ended up in the hallway with nothing on but a robe and like nothing underneath the robe, and he got locked out. Got locked in the hallway.
Times.
Yeah.
All right.
My dad was a St. Louis police officer at that time, and he over the radio, the police were walking Flair to different floors in the hotel, going like they were messing with him, right? Mm-hmm. So Flair didn't know where his room was, so they'd be like, "Oh, I think you're on this floor," and they'd take him off on that floor, and they'd walk through the hotel with him just hanging loose with a completely naked, and Flair would be like, "I think this is my room," and they'd let him knock on the door, and somebody would answer the door, but you could hear over the walkie-talkies the police being like, "Yeah, Ric Flair's so drunk, we're just gonna keep messing with him." How long do you think we can do this? They were doing that stuff back and forth. So I thought it was. I remember when I heard Bruce tell that story the first time. I'm like, I've heard that story from the other end of that story. It was neat. So thank you so much, people, for hanging out with us tonight. We got 62 people currently in the chat. Make sure you are hitting that like button, and
yes,
you can donate. We have our hardware goal at the top of the screen. We're almost at $300, which means that I think we're pretty good on hitting that goal before March or April is what we're talking about.
Definitely.
So I think we can definitely get there, but that's up to you. And once we do, we have stuff coming. This show's
looking for dealers now.
So yeah, absolutely. But
computer dealers,
awful.
Yes, sir.
I give you the floor, sir. Let's bring this thing home. Let's do this.
Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah. Absolutely. But this is something that has been on your mind for quite a while.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna take too much of the listeners' time, but I think it does need to be addressed in some way or form or fashion. And so I guess I want to, deal with this issue of racist fans in the online sphere. And I just think it's kind of funny, how people can be so very distractive from what it is that you're trying to do. So I did say this last week on This Is Awful, so I'll play it. I've always said we're all racists.
You talked about
at what point, when does it just come the fuck out?
And you talked about
when does it just come the fuck out? When does racism come out to you? This when does it? Well, I mean, in what experiences have you seen racism bubble over into something? It's usually
it's usually online anger, wrestling discourse. Honestly.
Out of anger,
desperation.
Pretty much. I mean, desperation. Just an absolute. It's something that still blows my mind because, again, we're talking about professional wrestling here.
It's definitely, you get the feeling of like, I've lost, the person who is doing that has lost the argument and there's nowhere left to go. They can't formulate an actual argument. They can't formulate an opinion that makes sense. So instead they go for the easiest thing you could possibly do, which is intrinsic values. And the intrinsic value that will hurt people the most is their race. So yeah, it's just the easy way out.
I think it can come out in humorous ways. I think we've demonstrated a few of those tonight. This might be our last show, but there are ways in which, you know, racism can be humorous. But when it's done in the service of trying to deflect from an actual argument, it's just as what this says. It's just very, very easy, and it's deflective, and it serves no purpose, and it just shows you're mad. So
like an apology.
Yeah.
And I guess my question
again, you're getting
now.
No. I'm like, am I talking?
I'm going to play more of this video here.
Okay.
This comes to us from Rockin' Ropes, the X Spaces that is hosted by Corny Fan, DJ of Rockin' Ropes. And this was last year, I believe this.
Yes.
Where a particular AEW fan kind of lost his cool. See what he says.
Again, you're getting cooked like the fat piece of shit you are. So please tell me.
You're a fat piece of shit, you dumb fuck.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
Whoa.
Yeah. Out of nowhere. Now, here's the aftermath.
Hold up.
Nah, motherfucker.
Nah. Whoa. Hold up. Wes, what the fuck did you just say, bro?
That was Wes too, man.
Say that again.
Hard R.
But that just goes to show, like, you know, when you can get somebody riled up, somebody so upset to the point where they just bring it out. It just comes out. And that's not good, obviously, for humanity. So why are we trying to bring this type of attitude into the wrestling sphere, into the discourse of professional wrestling? But there's another example right here. Good wrestling draws lots of fans. This is a tweet. Bad ones don't. Hope this helped. But look at the comment at the bottom. WWE is not good wrestling. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. F word.
Yeah. To use
F
on,
slur, I guess, would be the.
So credit to Lob City Leo, who sent me a lot of these. Let me see if I can bring that back up. Sent me a lot of these tweets along with you and Neckbeard. I've always said we're all racists. Let me move that up a little bit. This will be fixed in post.
Well, one thing definitely will. Absolutely. There will be one thing.
Yeah.
Will not exist in post. Here we go.
But there you are. Guys, I rarely block people, but this guy is legit weird and racist. He stalks people, harasses, writes their names on napkins when he's out, and he has legit mental problems, you know. And look at the response that he gets. You know, if you don't talk shit, well, maybe those people won't be racist to you. I get racist comments daily, and you don't see me crying over here. Now, it has nothing to do with really crying about it. It's just like, why is it in existence?
What comment? What kind of comment is that? Like, look, dude,
yeah.
If it's like you're asking for it, is that what they're saying? Is that like,
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
if you talk shit about our beloved wrestling company,
right,
we have the all rights to call you, you know, any sort of derogatory racial name.
It's like saying it's like, I mean, yeah, okay, it's a bad thing that had happened to her, but she was wearing like a really short skirt. So what do you expect to happen?
Right.
Like, if you're going to go out there, I mean, I'm not racist myself, but if you're going to say something good about WWE, then I mean, what do you? Of course, people are going to call you racist names. It's just that's a what do you?
But to continue, you know, there you have it. You know, this is another tweet from a gentleman, Road Gambler, Fake Gambler, LMAO. Yeah, that'll be fixed in post too. Now he's reached full Mexican retard. First, he's a bitch made fake essay. Then he turned into a full blown bitch for blocking someone. This was given to us by Lob City. This is what he has to encounter when dealing with wrestling discourse. Now he's just gone full blown retard. You know, these are the types of tweets that, you know,
and these are from and this stuff, when you live on the internet or when you've been on the internet for a long time, you just get used to seeing it over and over again. And it's sad that it is so predominant, but it just kind of is. There are some people that just like it's edgy humor and that's what they want. There are some people that really mean it and that's what they're doing. There's a whole gamut, but it is oddly predominant specifically with the AEW online fan base.
It's really not. It's just really not done with any wit or cleverness. It exudes anger and desperation, as you said earlier.
Yeah, it exudes. I don't know how to argue my point. It's like what we were talking about a few weeks ago when we were talking about music, and I said that like bands that curse a lot kind of like feel lazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like there's so many better ways to get your point across than just saying the F word. You know, say something else. Make art. Don't just
make art.
Yeah, like there are times when using the F word means something, but when you use it as every other word in your song, at some point it just becomes a crutch, and it feels like you're just trying to be edgy. When you are calling someone a racial slur and doing it as your only response, like what are you doing? I missed that one.
Put out a tweet that says an AEW is okay to show kids, and that was after the and here's your comment. Here's your quote tweet. You know, this Ring of Honor bitch, we assault kids over here. Take your soft ass back to WWE. You know, this is unhinged behavior to the fullest, if you ask me. You know, then of course. I says that.
You
know,
I don't know how
I would have done the same thing to Scarlett.
Yeah,
you can't. I'll just show it. You know,
I'll read the first one. This is how we'll do this. I'll read the one that I can say. I'll say
okay.
So, but I'll edit it in a YouTube friendly way. Callus is a pest, but okay. And then
I would have done the same thing to Scarlett.
There you go. For people who are listening on our, audio only podcast that everyone knows about.
And we don't have out yet.
Right.
Here we go. Wrestling Neckbeard. Shout out to him. Kenny Omega only beats around the Ibushi. That's clever.
Yeah, it's clever. And how many times, by the way, when I was chatting with Grok, trying to find some of these tweets, Beard always came up over and over and over. Like it kept sending me Beard stuff. But you know what's funny? Grok understands that Beard is doing it from a place of parody, and the AEW fan base doesn't understand that. Grok understands. The worst AI gets it. Okay.
The worst of them all.
And the AEW fan base can't understand that the whole point of his account is that he is pretending to be you. Okay, that's the entire point of his account. You've tried to cancel him for pretending to say things that you would say, and that's the brilliance of Beard, is that he's just a mirror, and they don't get it. They just don't understand. Like this response to that.
So you're homophobic in 2025? Nice, man. That comes from this guy. But Here's the.
Can we get a close up of that guy's face? I can.
Yeah, just
I can.
It'll
make the screen look bad for a second, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Let's look at that guy.
There you go.
There he is. Poor man's Dominic Mysterio.
So he claims homophobia, or that he claims neckbeards is homophobic in 2025. But look at this.
Yep. I mean, sorry, audio only crowd. We're not reading this one. It's the F slur. So over and over again.
There you go.
From the same guy.
Yeah.
Over and over.
I know I played a little too fast right there. But yeah.
I'm going to look.
Homophobic.
Yeah. Beard in the chat saying, as always, these are the same people who call me racist. The all-inclusive AEW fan base. I call him Timu Dom. That's a good one. Beard. He does look like. We're still going. I went off the screen for a second. I thought you had moved, but you're still scrolling through.
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No.
There's more.
But there's more, of course. This was a quote from Jim Cornette talking about Mercedes Moné. She's a rotten actress. She's physically unimpressive. She's blade to me in the ring because she misses as much as she hits, or she's trying to hold her wig on top. And you don't know. And she loves what she's doing. We can't deny that. She's just not really very good at any of the parts of it. All right. So that's what Jim Cornette says.
Good one, Jim Cornette.
We both, a racist can be right as well. Mm-hmm. But another person, Sarah, quote tweeting this tweet from Jason: Cornette not holding back on the CEO. That's a fair assessment of what, was put out. But yet Sarah says, we get it, Jimmy. You're racist. And while I agree with Sarah that Jimmy is racist.
Definitely racist, yes.
Okay. But look what Sarah's writing out here. She's doubling down. Fed Tribalist challenged the tweet without being racist, sexist, or transphobic. Impossible.
So now, basically, by the way, she said Fed. She is now talking about apparently every WWE fan,
right?
Is racist, sexist, and transphobic. That's what.
Which made it so easy for me to say what I said on Tuesday. That every AEW wrestling fan is racist.
Yeah. I gotta tell you,
because of shit like this.
The last few controversies that have come from a fan base in terms of racism or any kind of prejudice has come from AEW. You had what was it, Dante Martin, who somebody yelled at you F slur to him during a match. It was also MJF, who they had the anti-Semitic signs in the crowd going towards him. And I believe the whole thing with Takeshita, where people were acting very Japanese, which I guess we can't really talk too much on that, but they were making Japanese stereotypes and making like kung fu moves. And so you haven't heard about that in WWE from a like WWE crowd in a long time, but it seems like every report we get recently from the crowd itself comes from AEW shows too.
Yeah. But it just goes without saying, like, again, racism to all of us can be funny at times. It can be very, very humorous, very gut busting in other occasions.
I do think
but it's all about time and place.
Yeah, I do think there's a difference between racist humor and racial humor. I believe was it Gilbert Godfrey or Artie who used to talk about that? No, it was Nick DiPaolo. Nick DiPaolo used to say, where it's like, I can talk about the difference between races without being racist. I can talk about stereotypes without promoting those stereotypes. I can make jokes about these things because they are funny, but making fun of someone because of those things makes you it changes when it turns into an attack. If you are just commenting,
and that's exactly how yeah, that's exactly how these fans are taking it. It's never done in any sort of like haha jest. In fact, the latest tweet that I got was probably the closest that's ever been that ever came to any sort of cleverness, and I had to dance it up. But
Yeah, you did. Well,
the Fed tribalist, Fed tribalist challenged the tweet. So essentially, we're just exposing this broad's hypocrisy, if she was a broad, because right there
you go.
She's, who knows who she's quote tweeting, but that's her quote tweet.
Probably Raj. To be fair,
yeah, probably.
If you want to see racism from the AEW fan base, go under Raj Giri's comments, and they're all about him being Indian. Everyone.
Wow. Incredible. Like that joke gets old, doesn't it? Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sure the first person who did maybe a Raj Giri joke probably got a lot of play. Okay. And that's the thing. The Orbiters came around and was just like, oh, it's okay to make fun of this guy. I'm not saying that what Sarah is talking about is, or what she's quote tweeting is, oh my God, it should just be off the internet forever. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just pointing out, like, listen, you guys are racist. The AEW fan is racist. Here's some proof of it. I could do this every week. I could do this every month for the next 10 years. And,
and we're not going to.
I would have more. Yeah, we're not going to. It's not going to be a segment.
No.
That's racism for you.
Maybe. There might be. We might figure something out. But
next week, Alfred Cano. Or his hackers. One of the two.
Shout out, Counselor.
Yeah, really. Shout out, Counselor. But
there's some tact to using humor behind it too, and a lot of this doesn't contain any humor behind it. It's like
that's what I'm saying. Like there's no wit. You can tell again that it's just done because of pure spite, malice, anger, jealousy, the whole bit. But we continue further.
Well, real quick, I do want to.
Sure.
Erica in the chat. Let me see if I can find it again. Humor can be a useful tool in breaking down stereotypes by holding a mirror up to the absurdity. That's exactly right, and I couldn't have put it better myself. But that's why I wanted to read it out loud. Is that when used correctly, yes, you can use humor to actually shed light on these issues. But it is such a weird juxtaposition because they are also the ones that are constantly calling us racist, right? So
when we do this show, all we want to do is make you laugh. We don't want to make you think too hard. I mean, again, it's what the advertisement states. Like, let the other podcasters make you think deeply about things. Like, we want to have fun with this. We know that professional wrestling is campy. It's a niche product in the grand scheme of things. It's not that important in the variable of our lives. But I mean, when you go online, for God's sakes, and you say, so what an idiot. You don't even know me to have proof that I'm a sicko. And even worse, you're an Indian narco Mexican and like what?
And this
what
is
are we
AEW
talking about here?
This is AEW fans Latino America saying this. Indian, narco, Mexican, and migrants.
So you'd better shut up, because if we talk about scum, your people earn that award. Listen, folks. I have racial humor. I mean, it goes back at least a year since Toonie Talk, but you won't have you will not hear me or catch me or anything like that saying anything like this on any tweet or on any podcast. Like, what? Why would you do this? Why would you say this? Because you're angry, you're mad, you're desperate. The AEW is a toilet league, okay? And it means nothing in the grand scheme of things, and they're actually desperate and nervous that I could actually win this thing. But we'll talk about that in a few moments.
I think there's something interesting here where at some point we're going to start getting into Japanese wrestling, right?
Oh, we are?
I mean, in terms of my issues with it, yeah, I think we were going to a couple weeks ago, but
wrestling say No.
No, but in terms of what is acceptable in that culture compared to what is acceptable in our culture, in terms of how they treat women, and what they have, the problems they have
I can't
caused
put
for
on.
women's
I can't
wrestling.
put on the. I cannot put on the Western shoes and try to stomp on their culture. America's only been around for 250 years.
But
Japan's been around forever.
It's
That's
true.
their
But
culture. China, same thing, same rules apply. I at least give them enough respect to listen. If there's some chicanery going on that's going on in Japan about Joshi women and all that, and Yakuza and all the other nonsense, that's what they do. That's just what they do. I'm not going to lead some sort of charge and be like, this stuff is absolutely.
no.
Go ahead.
I'm not. That's not where I am. My point.
Okay,
is,
no. I wouldn't accuse you, but
okay.
I've heard this line of thinking. Not that you're parroting, but you're. I've heard this before. Go ahead.
The main thing is that I'm not even saying whether it's right or wrong, but what I do think is that people should understand that culture when we're constantly beat over the head with the idea that Japanese wrestling is so far above what we do here.
Right.
When that is the narrative that goes out there, that they say Japanese wrestling is it's such a higher class. It's much more of an art form than wrestling in North America. Fine, you want to say that? Okay, so let's talk about that stuff too. That's my point. Is that there are things that you can look at in every culture that you can criticize and talk about. And for some reason,
then there are also going to be some that you revere, and you may not want to peel back the onion on that particular culture's, differences. To say the least.
But I'm just saying that if this was a intelligent critique where they actually brought up, did something like that instead of just saying you're an Indian, that might actually help. Give some context to that, okay?
Yeah. Absolutely. But it spreads, this unwitty, unfunny, desperate, angry, jealous tweeting. This is Mercedes Monet. She tweets pictures of herself on X. And if we continue on here, you'll see that there you go. AEW Latin fans of Latino America. In all the photos, my heart always turns out cute. It looks like a little girl.
Wait.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
What?
I don't know what to say. What?
What? No.
What?
I didn't. That was a jump scare. I didn't see that coming.
I don't know.
Okay, here we go. So here's the fun performative thing where they put the A at the end of the word and pretend to be black. I am 90% sure that most of these people are white that do this.
Easily.
It's like
they've got black friends.
Yeah, or it's like when a ninja. Remember when everyone said ninja? That was like the white people's way to say the N-word.
Right.
Yeah. Putting the A at the end. It's a very smart tactic.
Here's your friendly neighborhood Negro. Awful wrestling. Tweeting, just a professional wrestling opinion. And I get, I
not even
mean. Sleep.
Not even mean.
This
is the tamest, most
one
vanilla
of the tamer tweets.
Yeah.
And I get that sort of response, and it's not just that. And I'm not bitching or moaning about it, but it just goes to show, like, you can't tell me you're not angry. You can't tell me that you're not pissed off. You can't tell me that you're not jealous, because there's just nothing behind it. So again, another problem that AEW fans has: overt racism.
Just straight up.
Yeah. So I quote tweet, your boy Ricochet here.
My boy, Ricochet. I love Ricochet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know me and Ricochet.
And I just simply quote tweeted, yeah, you guys are tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The old finger lock. Pinky swear. Mm-hmm. So I just tweeted that. Imagine being excited to perform on a canceled program. But of course, heel Guevara, he has to defend his buddy, calling me middle-aged, bald, and miserable. All right, he's one of three on that one.
And by the way, this guy isn't even pretending to be black. Either.
Right, of course. No,
right.
No,
I mean, he's not even
right.
He doesn't even have like a fake black guy as his profile picture or uses a name that sounds somewhat black. Like he's if anything, he's front facing as Hispanic. And
yeah.
This he still thinks he's allowed to use the A. Somebody gave him the card, I guess.
Why so upset? Why so angry? Now this one.
Here we go. This is a good one. This is a classic.
This one's tame. Blood and Guts was a curious watch. A 2-ring cage dominated the scene and kept viewers intrigued throughout and paid off. Suddenly, ratings mattered. Khan was thrilled, but the pressure was on, and WBD wanted to see if he could keep momentum.
Nothing wrong. Not
nothing
even a
wrong
criticism. Not even a criticism.
No.
Let's see.
Not even a criticism.
So you got
Here was the response.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm sorry.
I like how he put immediately in all caps.
Yeah. You kind of got me on that. I'm sorry.
And we both know why it's funny.
He kind of cooked with it. Yeah.
But
we got to give him credit. We got to.
Sorry.
Because
I didn't know I was gonna pack a zinger in there.
Yeah, it was okay. The thing about this one though too is that I think with yours taken out of, if you would have seen the whole context, it would have, because that wasn't your only tweet, so it would have. But just the idea that you just tweeted that he posted this is kind of funny. I'm sorry.
Right.
Give the devil his due. It made me laugh.
Yes. But but see, there are less clever ones. You know what I mean? There are just, these. This
one's too hard. He's trying way too, and also he's got the anime profile picture, and
exactly. This was typed up somewhere with like 40 other cell phones attached to like some mainframe. I'm not going to say where. You draw your own conclusions.
Right. Yeah. This one's not. This one's very racist and very I couldn't even try. Now this one, this
your life must
this
be.
Is what started it all. This is what started it all.
Yeah.
This is the one you sent me.
How pathetic your life must be. Obsessed with talking about a brand you don't like, yet you manage to generate content for it just to earn a few bucks. You need a good whipping, my dear cotton picker.
And this one, dude. I think you were kind of giving this guy credit too. You were kind of giving that guy credit too. This is the picture.
That's the picture he sent right underneath that.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
it's lazy. Can we just critique humor for a second? Can we just?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. There's nothing. This doesn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, this is just he caught. I can't say it. I was on YouTube.
He tried.
I thought about it. He tried. He gave it a shot, I guess.
But it's so lazy. And I think what made me upset is the fact that I don't eat watermelon like that. I eat my watermelon from Wawa. Okay. There it is. It's nice and packaged. And it's cubed up. Now, if you put that on the screen, then I might have gave you a follow. I might have given you a follow on X. But
just a watermelon talk. Watermelon, they really screwed that up when they took out the seeds, man.
The GMO watermelon.
It's like sour. It's like sour now. It's gross.
Yeah.
I miss the seeds. But yeah, I think that's about all you got, right? On that. So
I have plenty more.
You do.
The issue was it was just like, how do I keep this light?
Yeah.
I didn't want to, make this too heavy. And I really don't get offended by a lot of things. And that was pretty much the reason why I was offended. Sure.
I don't know where that one came from. Oh, we got a subscription. Thank you very much, Hannah Song.
Oh, well,
subscription.
Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Listen, I don't mind people making fun of me or the content that I put out, or if they think it's funny or not. That doesn't bother me. Even that picture that we put ahead, it doesn't bother me. It's just that it just lets me know. It kind of validates what I'm doing. If that makes any sense. Like it gives me reason to be like, yeah, I know I'm over the target. And my small announcement is this, and I hope you have this clipped. All the haters. Yeah, I'm changing that date.
Wow.
And with the help with the inspiration of Phil from Pro Wrestle Times, he gave the idea months and months and months ago. I am going to put out in 2027 a Death of AEW Volume 1.
I said that.
And this said it as well.
I told you that.
but both have.
Give
All right.
Phil.
I'm gonna need to see proof or blow the fuck out. We're gonna have to put that one to the test. But yes, I am actually talking to a publisher. It's not well respected. It's not a well respected publisher. It's a very small publisher, but they are very intrigued by the entire, layout of, how this all came about, and they're very interested. He's very interested, and I've seen his work, and it's very good. Sometimes when you get small time publishers, the fonts are gigantic, the pages are like, and it looks like a little pamphlet, and they're like, oh, I'm a publisher now. Because it's got an ISBN on the back of it. It's just like, okay, that's cool, but it looks janky. I'm trying not to make this book look janky, and I'm not really trying to make this book be completely loaded with like in-depth type of things, but something that's very cool to read, very enlightening to read. Hopefully I can put some things in there that are, not known to many people. I'm getting that in order. Thank you, with the help of this and a few others. But yeah, I'm pushing back that date a little bit because I know it's going to piss people off. I know it's going to anger people. And hopefully when AEW does go out of business, it brings all of that anger and hate and revenue my way.
I highlighted Mike Glass in the chat said, "This said that a long time ago." I highlighted that.
Okay. Well, shout out this.
Thank you.
My co-host, for also giving me the inspiration as well.
I had to do that. I had to be a jerk about it.
Of course you did.
I'm gonna unpin the message now.
Mm-hmm. You pinned the message.
I pinned the message.
That is fucking hilarious. You should keep it up there.
I'm gonna make it the title of the show.
I'm telling you the truth. I wouldn't lie to you. And I'm going to this book is coming out.
You know what? We got a few minutes here. First off, Boris in the chat said Tony will push Shad down the stairs before he lets AEW die. That's not false. Probably.
I don't know, man.
If he can get to him through the security guards. I don't know. Oh, wait. We got something here.
But I wanted to, and I had to fight inch for inch to get this, and I'm not about to lay down on my back and let someone cover me.
I thank you very much.
At Mr. Jamie Jam 88 super chatted $4.99. The audacity with AEW fans. They've called me racial names and have tried to dox me twice. But will always label you as the ist or phobic.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that the main people who tried to dox me, I don't know. What do you think? You think those guys are like, would you call them AEW fans or would you just call them like artards? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't, that's the thing is like, AEW fans are bad, but
hideous.
But thank you. Racist, definitely. But like, I think that a lot of the doxing and that whole thing actually comes out of that almost seems like it comes more out of the influencer circles. Does that make sense?
I would say so.
Like, it seems to be more like who they are connected to in terms of the dirt sheets,
right,
and that kind of stuff. Then,
are you leading to that one video that I sent?
I wasn't, but
you can.
I don't have it queued up.
Okay, let me look for it in the drive.
I mean, it's old, right? But
is it old?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a couple years old.
Are
you talking about the one that Beard was talking about?
Yeah, the one that he sent in the back chat.
Yeah,
about, you know, SRS.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, that's up to you.
We will not play it. We will not play it.
I will say, I've
not heard it.
Him specifically, I will say, as Beard had pointed out on Twitter itself, seems to have started to lay off a little bit. I think that.
But you yourself just said that a lot of that doxing, a lot of the unhinged behavior kind of bleeds down from
I didn't even mean
realm.
him. I didn't even mean him. I'm in another podcast.
He's on file.
Yeah, but I'm in another pod. Remember that podcast that was just like obsessed with us for like 6 months?
Say their name. Damn it. I
don't remember their name. The YouTube the Twitter guy was Otis something.
Otis Stink Finger or some shit.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And they just got super obsessed with us for a while. And then when they were obsessed with us, that's when I started like getting doxxed and having people post my sister's Facebook page and stuff like that. So that's what I was talking. I don't know. I don't know anything about them at all. But that group, they got connected with someone who, you know, another former, you know, IWC.
Think.
I hate talking about it. I feel so petty and dumb because it's all so stupid. It's like they're children, you know. What? It's so dumb. It's so, and not only that, but I could care less about people from other podcasts coming for us. That means
good
far
luck
less to me than
good luck.
Yeah, exactly. You know what means something to me? The messages I get every day about how much what we do means to people. The messages we get every day about how we built a community and about how people enjoy our stuff and we help them get through things and, you know, that kind of thing. Like that is what means something to me far more than the 0.07% of people who decided they want to destroy us because they don't agree with our wrestling.
They've got something on us.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, we got a few minutes here. I'll probably get off here soon, but I have a question. Awful.
Sure. What am I drinking?
What are you drinking? No. What are you drinking? Actually, now I'm curious.
Merlot.
Merlot. Wow. Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
So
please.
If you've been doing what I would call video essays on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sure.
You know, what do you think? Maybe this would be the definitive channel to do.
In San Francisco, I went downtown looking for a woman. I couldn't find no woman. I found a lot of men that look like women.
Atona Sharp super chatted $10. Sorry, I was distracted making disgusting eye pictures of less than redacted greater than. Here's 10 for whatever the frag you were talking about. It wasn't serious and important like racism or something, was it?
Oh, thank you, Regina. I love Regina constantly. So thank you very much, Regina Sharp. No, we need to make the definitive Tony Khan video. We need to tell the Tony Khan story from beginning to end. We need to talk about how he was born, how he got involved in tape trading, where he started watching wrestling, what his influences were, how he got involved in the internet, how he made the list, the sleaze list, how he, like, the story of Tony Khan comes across like the rise and fall documentary of P. Diddy or something, and nobody made it. Why isn't that on your channel? We need to make this. Think about it.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
For one, I've seen a lot of those good in-depth documentaries that you speak of. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube. A lot of them use psychiatrists, psychologists, doctors to get an idea of the type of subject that they're dealing with. I believe that the film that you're proposing, the video series that you're proposing, is doable, but it's got to carry some heavy weight behind it. Why does Tony do the things that he does?
Well, that could be the retrospective. That could be the movie version of your book, right? But right now I'm talking about, I think that someone needs to tell the history of, as Boris said, Coach Tony, excuse me, Coach Tony K.
Yeah.
You know, no one has that on here. And I look every day, man. I got another stupid drama video talking about Mr. Beast and how he used AI when he's making videos in Africa. And those videos get 1.5 million hits. And we have all this material on Tony Khan, and no one is doing anything with it. I think we need to be those people awful. I think we need to take that plunge.
Right. A lot of off-the-record conversation with people who know him well.
Yeah. We have information that I think other people don't have.
Oh, yeah.
We have documented him. He has told his version of the story so many times that, like, and we have that story. We have other versions.
Think he's got high school buddies?
Yeah, maybe we could reach
Think
out.
So?
This would be fun.
This is a little. I was about to ask, like, what school do you go to? Like, am I really interested?
I know. As scary as I know, dude. Because I'm pretty sure it said it in that book. So yeah, I think we should. I think I'm okay. I'm saying this. I'm pretending right now like I'm just coming up with this idea, but I've been working on the script for like 3 days.
Okay, all right. Those steroids did you good.
You know, so I got, because, well, you know, you do the thing where it's like you come up with an idea and then you keep it to yourself and you kind of mess with it to see if it makes any sense, you know. And I'm kind of at the point now where I'm like, I think this could be something real. This would be good for your channel. You know what I mean? But we need your voice. We need you to talk. We need your voice. I think you have that Morgan Freeman voice.
On October 10th, 1982, Tony Rafiq Khan was born somewhere without looking at Wikipedia and taking a wild guess. I'm going to say Chicago, Illinois.
With a silver spoon in his mouth. His family, taxi drivers. Isn't that the story? Did he say something about his family being taxi drivers? And it turns out was that somebody else? I don't know. Anyway, we have we're over 2 hours.
What are you talking about?
I thought, dude, I thought I could have sworn Tony was talking about how, like, his dad was a taxi driver before long, but I might be thinking of Hassan Piker. I can't remember if it was his story or Tony Khan's story.
I think Shad Khan's favorite movie was Taxi Driver. I think that's what it was.
Okay, maybe that's it. I've heard a lot of rise and fall story. Like I said, my YouTube has been filled with like the rise and fall of blah 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 recently, and I did see a Tony Khan one, and the Tony Khan one was very glazing. So that's where I got the idea that we should. All right,
mind for a lot of footage. That's for damn sure.
Oh, dude, I have it all on my computer because I have to save that every week for Toonie Talk Wrestling. So, all right, guys, I think we are closing in here on the end of the show. Let me plug real quick. We're gonna do Toonie Talk Wrestling. Jake is in the chat. Before we start plugging, Jake is in the chat. He went to Dynamite. Now he already did talk about it a little bit on his show, but we will definitely get.
But he didn't hear Awful's questions.
That's right. You didn't get to hear me and Awful hammer him. And Awful's important because he's going to put this in a book in about 6 months. So you better pay attention.
6 months. The fuck?
So we're going to grill Jake on his Dynamite visit. And we will definitely have some pictures and stuff by then to look at. So that'll be fun on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, over on the Toonie Talk Wrestling it's youtube.com/@Toon Wrestling. You can catch it. I will say also, my buddy John, our buddy John, Time Traveling. He has been talking about helping me out with the clips, and I've been talking about maybe bringing him back on Toonie Talk. You might remember him. He did a couple of pay-per-views with us. He did Toonie Talk one week when Awful was out. He's a busy man, but
this has got no vignettes for Time Traveling. That's crazy.
Should I make something? I don't know.
90-second compilation.
He's
got about 13 seconds.
What's funny is that I was thinking about making like an AI video, like intros, like Marv did, but I'd have to go to Time to make them. So I don't know how I'd be able to do that. But yes, we're gonna Time's gonna be joining us, not this week, but in the future here coming up. And just thought I'd throw out there. But Awful, what do you got?
Well, we didn't talk about Dynamite's abysmal rating.
You want to talk about that real quick, or you want to save that?
I mean, listen, you sound like you're dying out here. But yeah, terrible rating, and we did kind of agree that TNA was shit. So I guess we're going to be waiting for that rating, and we can talk about that on Tuesday. Other than that, I've got x.com/Awful Wrestling, and of course youtube.com/Awful Wrestling. And I'd say within the next week or so, we're going to have the long-awaited championship round of Awful Jeopardy.
Okay.
With this versus facing off against JJ Alexander. And
I'm gonna lose so hard, dude. I just really had to clear my throat. I'm okay. No, I'm gonna lose.
Chris Connor from Last Call.
I'm gonna lose so hard. The only reason I won the one that I was on was because it was Swerve was one of them, and he was like pacing around the room half the time. And Kev was like doing homework or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Like Kev didn't even like he wasn't even looking at the screen half the time. And so I like just by virtue of answering questions, I ended up winning. So I'm gonna lose so hard on that. But I was thinking that might be something fun to do with the community in the future too. You know, see if anyone from like
interactive Awful Jeopardy.
Yeah, or see if they want to. You know, I could give them a link to the room, and if they come, then you know, if it's community members, don't need to have like great mics or anything. You know, we can make it work. So yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, Erica, Kev wandered off at one point for like 3 questions. He wasn't even in the room. So,
can I tell you a real funny story? Maybe Chris Connor will disagree with me heavily on this, but I heard that motherfucker typing away.
Yeah.
when I was going through it. So I was just like, okay, listen, there's got to be a time right after I finish the question where it opens up to the buzzer. I'm still trying to find that capability. But other than that, this buzzing while I'm still asking the question or they're speed reading through it, no. It's got to be when I finish the question.
Right.
Then you have the ability to buzz in. More of a fair fight. And I know Chris Connor's going to hate me for that, but I'm just going by what I heard, bro. I heard.
Well, like a part of it is StreamYard too. Like you could do something when you use like something like we use right now, where the ideal thing would be they have to share their screen with you, right? Because then you can tell that they're not cheating. But like I'm trying to figure out like how to put a. That's why I was trying to do my segment, my 3-4-5 this week with Jake, but I couldn't get a timer up. I need to figure out how to get a timer up on StreamYard. So, but I was waiting for this. Jake said tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Alt Jake Takes On channel on YouTube, he will be doing a live show with him and George Captor. I'm getting better at that, man. I'm getting good at
George
this.
Captor.
Yeah.
Very easy to say this, you mushmouth idiot.
You notice I didn't have one production mistake tonight.
No, you didn't. I certainly did.
I was on point. I was on fleek, my friend. That's not what.
Oh my God,
that's not what that means.
In the 2013.
I've been watching a lot of
going on here.
I've been watching a lot of Impractical Jokers recently. So.
Shit.
Yeah. But
yeah. They put a blue dot over the one guy.
By the way, Marv shamed me when I said Murr got canceled. Go look it up. Murr got canceled. I'm not crazy.
Wow. Okay.
It just didn't stick because it's 2025, or it was 2025 when it happened, so it didn't stick. But had it been 2016, that man would have been canceled. All kinds of stuff. He was texting some underage woman in France or something. Like, yeah. I'm not crazy. Marv tried to gaslight me and think I was crazy. I'm not crazy. Anyway, so check out Jake tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on his channel.
Indeed. Shout out Jake and George.
Follow me on Twitter at aka_dis_. Make sure you're following Neckbeard at Wrestling Neckbeards on Twitter. And I think that is all we. Oh, hey, no, not tonight. That was last night. So
hold on, I got a little. I'm gonna spitball some jokes.
All right,
is that cool? Just
I didn't get lemon water. That's finally start getting. Go ahead.
I was going to send these to you guys, but these are 3 jokes that we kind of like playing around with for our upcoming news segment. Hopefully we'll have pictures and video and all the other stuff. But
the new segment, that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about when we say there's going to be a lot more when we get new computers and we're able to produce stuff and do that.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. But here's a news item. Priscilla Kelly, formerly known as Gigi Dolan in NXT, has turned down bookings for an upcoming show in Israel after online attacks from pro-Palestinian users on social media. But she is willing to come to a surprising compromise. Her one ass cheek will go to Israel, and the other ass cheek will visit the West Bank.
From the river to the sea.
Yeah. The
sorry.
The Rascals made their long-awaited debut on Dynamite with a new group name, the Curtain Jerks.
Oh.
This one I had to steal from the great Triple H's thoughts. This one was great. Cora Jade and Mandy Rose are now wrestling on an OnlyFans in a steel cage match, marking the first time that wrestlers are in the top 1% and bottom 1% of 2 different business models.
That is so good.
And there you have it, folks. Those are the 3 I got. Uh-oh. This sounds like he's dead. Sounds like a transformer out there. What? What's he saying? He sounds like Mickey Mouse. Keep talking. It's still terrible. But anyway, yes, we will be having that and a whole lot more in the next few weeks. Hopefully, we can get it together long enough for our co-hosting abilities to reach to the very end of the show without having the mic shit on you. But I will say it was a pleasure being with all of you guys again. You could be anywhere on the planet Earth, but you chose to be here with us tonight on the This Is Awful show. And we hope that you had a great time. We thank you for your comments. We thank you for your support. We thank you for your super chats. And we also thank you for being you. Racist as usual. But in case you don't hear from this in the next, I'd say 6 seconds for Awful Wrestling And Akadis. This is awful. This is awful. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see you next week. Peace out, yo. Seems like we're still on the air.